guys, what's up? This is the second video with the second structure deck to be released. This one focuses on warriors as a whole rather than the archetypal nature that is elemental heroes. On the screen it does show Joey Wheeler with Gilford the Legend. This was a card that Joey had. I think this was in the 4th season of Yu-Gi-Oh! The first card is Gilford the Legend. This is an Earth Warrior level 8 with 2600 attack and 2000 defense, and its effect is cannot be special summoned. When this card is normal summoned, you can equip as many equipped spell cards from your graveyard as possible to a warrior or warrior type monsters you control. This is good as in an equipment based warrior deck, as you can build your cards to have a lot of strength. The downside is, since you only have 3 back row zones, you can only equip 3 spell cards. So at most they provide anywhere between 200 and 500 points each. So at the very best you are looking at an increase of 1500 attack, making this card 4100 attack, or alternatively powering up a decent monster to typically over 3000 attack. The next card is Battleguard King. This is an Earth Warrior level 8 with 3000 attack and 1100 defense, and its effect is, once per turn, you contribute any number of warrior type monsters, except this card. For each tributed monster, this card gains 1 additional attack during each battle phase this turn. This card has good attack stat and can attack up to 3 times. However, the trade-off is that you have to lose your field presence, which may be better if your opponent is running a back row heavy deck. The next card is Commander Gotham's Swordmaster. This is an Earth Beast Warrior level 6 with 2100 attack and 1600 defense, and its effect is all face-up saver monsters you control gain 400 attack. This card boosts all your X-Saber monsters. Some of them have decent effects or stats. For example, X-Saber Anu Piranha is 1800 attack normally. That would make this card 2200 attack, and so keeping them around by making them stronger will only help when they eventually release more of them. The next card is Xavier Galahad. This is an Earth Warrior level 4 with 1800 attack and 800 defense, and its effect is, if this card attacks an opponent's monster, this card gains 300 attack during the damage step only. If this card is attacked by an opponent's monster, this card loses 500 attack during the damage step only. When this card is selected as an attack target, you contribute another saber monster to negate the attack. This card is able to run over most other level 4 monsters. However, the downside is when it is attacked, it can be destroyed by level 3 monsters, as well as its negate attack effect can only be used by getting rid of another saber monster, losing your field presence. The next card is DD Warrior. This is an Earth Warrior level 4 with 1200 attack and 1000 defense, and its effect is, after damage calculation, when this card battles a monster, banish that monster, also banish this card. This card can be useful if you set it and your opponent runs into this with a strong monster, as it prevents them from recovering this monster easily. Or if you're winning but your opponent has a strong monster in your way, you can sacrifice this to push for game. The next card is Marminating Captain. This is an Earth Warrior level 3 with 1200 attack and 400 defense, and its effect is, when this card is normal summoned, you can shuffle 1 card from your hand into the deck, then draw 1 card. Then you can special summon it if it is a monster. This can enable you to switch out a weaker or less useful card in your hand for another, and if you are lucky enough to draw a monster, provides you with a little bit of field presence. The next card is X-Saber Anu Piranha. This is an Earth Warrior level 4 with 1800 attack and 1100 defense, and it's a vanilla monster. This has decent attack stat to keep itself around. The next card is Sword of Sparkles. This is an equipment spell card that says equip only to an X-Saber monster. If it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, You can destroy one card your opponent controls. You contribute one monster you control to return this card from your graveyard to the top of your deck. This enables you to get rid of 2 cards per turn, as your monster will destroy another monster, and provides a destruction for either another monster or back row, and this card can be recovered very easily. The next card is Assault Armor. This is an equipment spell card that says, equip only to a warrior type monster that is the only monster you control. It gains 300 attack. During your main phase 1, you can send this equipped card to the graveyard to allow the equipped monster to attack twice during each battle phase this turn. This card provides a small increase in attack, but is better for the second effect, as if it is equipped to a stronger warrior monster such as the warrior pictured elemental hero Neos. Its attacking twice can be game, as this allows 2 lots of 2,500 attack. The downside of this card is it can only be equipped if you have 1 monster on the field. This problem can be eliminated if you activate this on a monster and then summon into another monster. The next card is Armed Changer. This is an equipment spell card that says, send 1 equipment spell card from your hand to the graveyard to activate this card. If the equipped monster destroys a monster by battle, the controller of this equipped card can add 1 monster with attack equal to or less than the equipped monster from their graveyard to their hand. This card enables you to bring back monsters from your graveyard that have been used or destroyed. So, in a Fusion Elemental Hero deck, this could be good as it stops you from adding unusual or less easy to accomplish support, such as Rottweiler, and sub in better monsters. The next card is the Allied Forces. This is a continuous spell card that says all warrior type monsters you control gain 200 attack for each warrior or spellcaster type monster you control. This is useful for these decks as you can have increases of 600 attack for each monster if used properly. This can end up being serious damage when built up. Considering the addition of 3 monsters, that's 1,800 more attack than you would have had without this. The next card is Sword of Dragon Soul. This is an equipment spell card that says, this card can only be equipped to a warrior type monster. A monster equipped with this card increases its attack by 700 points. A dragon type monster that battles with the monster equipped with this card is destroyed at the end of the battle phase. Damage calculation is applied normally. This is useful as for an equipment card. 700 increase is a lot, and the ability to destroy dragon type monsters means you can deal with problematic dragon decks more easily. The next card is Jar of Avarice. This is a normal trap card that says, target 5 cards in your graveyard except Jar of Avarice. Shuffle all 5 into the deck, then draw 1 card. You can only activate 1 Jar of Avarice per turn. This can help recover cards in longer lasting duels, and since it works on everything, you can recover exactly what you need. The next card is Staunch Defender. This is a normal trap card that says, you can only activate this card when your opponent declares an attack. Select 1 face-up monster on your side of the field. During this turn, your opponent can only designate the selected monster as an attack target, and your opponent must attack the selected monster with all face-up monsters. This is useful if you have a stronger monster, if they have attack position cards. However, this is too dependent on your opponent having those cards, and since this is an old and much weaker version of Battlemania, this explains why it's never used. So, this is what you will find within the structure deck. What do you guys think of it? Which are your favourites? Which cards don't you like? And what would you suggest running alongside this to make it at least somewhat viable? Leave your comments down below, like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and as always, thank you for taking the time to watch this video.